flashcards. Okay. So one day I was home alone and I was super hungry. I was upstairs and I was like, what should I eat? So I come downstairs and I go into the fridge and I saw that there was cheese and that there was butter. And those are my two favorite ingredients that I like to eat. But I have a super secret obsession over butter. I used to take a spoonful of butter and I would eat it. It's really gross as a meal sometimes. But enough about my weird childhood obsession. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a quesadilla step by step. And I will be telling you the ingredients and I will be telling you the tools that you need. All right. So now that I've told you about that, I will also be telling you some variations. So if you can't eat other stuff, I'll tell you what else you can use as well. So before I show you how to make the quesadilla, I will show you the ingredients and the tools you need to use. So now you're going to be needing the flour tortillas. I like the flour tortillas just because they're thicker when I cook them. But you can use corn tortillas as well. It's up to you. Corn tortillas are made out of water and corn. So basically, if you're allergic to flour, you can use corn. The next ingredient is our original country crock butter. I like the original version. You can get the unsalted version, but it's all up to you. And the cheese that I'll be using for this is Colby Jack cheese. You can use provolone, you can use American cheese, you can use Swiss cheese. It's just all up to you as well. I just like my quesadillas with Colby Jack cheese. Now our tools. We're going to be needing a spatula to flip our quesadilla. We're going to need a butter knife to put the butter in. To put the butter on with the quesadilla. And then we're going to need a pan to put the quesadilla on. Now, since we have that all good, we can get started on our quesadilla. So now we're going to take 2 tortillas, about the same size of the pan, and we're going to put butter on them, on each side. Okay, we're going to take the butter, and we're going to put it like this. Put it on it, so it can be nice and crispy. This is our second one. We put the butter on it so it can be nice and brown. Now we're gonna take our Colby Jack cheese and we're going to put it in the middle of where the butter is not. So we're gonna flip it over so we can put the Colby Jack cheese in it. And we're gonna take a handful full of cheese. I just use a handful. You can use half a handful, you can use 2 handfuls. It's just up to you. Spread it a little bit. It's gonna look like this. And we're gonna top it with this tortilla. And now, it is ready to be cooked. Yep, now we're gonna move on to the stove. So I'm gonna bring you guys over there. Perfect, okay. So now we're gonna turn on our stove and we're gonna have it half, which is like a 5 or a 6, or like medium wise, because you don't want it lower, you don't want it upper, you don't want it to burn. And we're gonna be flipping it every 15 to 20 seconds so it can turn brown. So let it cook there for a little bit. And we're gonna flip it. That was about 15 seconds. I like to squish it down so it can cook. All right. Let it cook for another 15 seconds. While that is cooking, I will review that you can use other butters. You can use unsalted butter. You can use original butter. You can use either any kinds of cheeses you want. Just depends on what cheese you want. You can use a corn tortilla or a flour tortilla. Just depends on what you want. All right. Okay. Now it should be about done. So this is what it's gonna look like. Plate. So now that you know how the quesadilla is gonna look, now how it's gonna look like. Now that I've shared my delicious quesadilla recipe with you guys, let's review the steps that I went over. So today I shared to you my famous recipe. The most famous ingredient about this is the butter, which makes the sides really crispy. And it's super simple. You get the supplies at home. It's just like, it's a recipe that you can use when you're hungry and home alone, like I was. So whenever you're home alone, you know that my quesadilla recipe is the way to go. And I did say some variations, but whenever you're home alone, my quesadilla recipe is the way to go.